My name is Matthew Dickerson. I'm an artist, studio technician, and professional slipcaster at Bauer Pottery of Los Angeles. I enjoy working with clay a lot. I would say that's my preferred medium, but I do also like to use metal or some other mixed media as well. Much of my work is about the inner demons or darkness that resides in people's hearts. I also enjoy making art. It might be involved with the current popular culture, or it might have been an important news story but kind of just gets quickly glossed over with how our media cycle runs. And with this, I tend to focus on things that might have a lot more of a darker or heinous backstory to them, but it just kind of gets glossed over or passed over something more popular or interesting. So these chemical weapon cups are an example of something that was maybe in the current news media but kind of gets glossed over. I originally created them in the Syrian civil war that they started using sarin gas on some of the rebels and civilians. The stuff that's being used is pretty terrible, so that's why I came up with this "Hello, my name is," because hello, my name is sarin, once you even encounter it, it's too late. It's already got you. For the future of all my work, I would like to continue a lot of the series that I'm currently working on, especially the Progeny series and the teratoforms. Mainly because they're kind of set up in a way where they're constantly always evolving how I name them, like type 001 or type 012. I would also kind of like to maybe start dabbling in digital ceramics and maybe sculpting objects in VR, virtual reality, and that way with like a ceramic 3D printer maybe printing out objects, or also incorporating more steel and metal into my artwork, since I feel that that's a medium that I'm pretty familiar with and that I think it can have a lot of potential with ceramics, but it's more of just making sure it's properly adjusted. One thing that I think influences my work has been that I've always had kind of a affinity or a draw to macabre or kind of dark, weird things. And that's what I think a lot of my work is about, and I think it also helps that I kind of have a little bit of a dark sense of humor as well. So this is part of my sin series, where I think it's more of kind of like the personal darkness or inner demons in people. So this is kind of a reflection more on me or things that maybe I've encountered, so I like to try to make them to be a lot of time. It kind of started off as simple cups, or I can't say it's utilitarian because it's raku, but kind of more familiar forms, and then I kind of started twisting them and making them a bit more darker. So you have this cup, which I believe is a gaze, and then you have my teapot, which I think is kind of a representation of pride. So it's my prideful envy with a bunch of eyes just kind of looking everywhere. And so a lot of these pieces are kind of a reflection of my feelings, and they're just kind of like a dark creation per se. I would like my artwork to invoke a kind of a self-reflection with the audience themselves, as you know, we all do carry some sort of darkness or something that we might struggle with, and I kind of want my work to maybe invoke a personal self-reflection of themselves, for them to think about what exactly is it that they might struggle with or what their demons are. So I think it's kind of a healthy thing to maybe encourage a nice self-reflection with themselves, so that they can also see how maybe they do certain things a certain way, or maybe there's upon reflection in the past, oh, you know what, that was kind of normal at one point, but it might not be so normal or appropriate anymore.